So I just beat Halo Infinite. So today we will be talking about all of the Halo games, the main ones, not the spin-offs, from best to worst to best. So these are every single Halo game. Okay, so Halos 1 through 5, Halo Reach, and Halo Infinite are the games we'll be talking about. We'll not be talking about Spartan Assault because nobody played that game. We're not talking about Spartan, its sequel, Halo Spartan Strike. No one played those two games. And we're not talking about Halo Online. We're not talking. We'll talk about Halo 3 ODST. So Halos 1 through 5, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo Infinite. Okay, we'll be talking about all those games. We're not talking about Destiny either. No one cares about Destiny. We're not gonna talk about MCC because that's just the old games. But yeah, coming at last place, you know, who that last place. Halo 5. Halo 5 is the worst Halo game. Okay, there's no contest here. Okay, it is the worst Halo game ever made. The campaign sucks. The level design sucks. The characters suck. And it's funny, I actually beat this game and I didn't beat Halo 2. One, because I don't want to install, Halo MCC, which takes on 100 gigabytes to download. I'll finish Halo 2 one day. But Halo 2 is way better than Halo 5 Guardians. But yeah, Halo 5 Guardians, it's just bad characters, bad twists. Cortana's apparently evil now. She's the main villain now for some reason. Okay, you have to fight the forgettable Promethean enemies, which they replaced with Sentinels in the following game, and also the Covenant Remnants, and which is replaced in the Banished with the next game. It's just the multiplayer. Warzone was fun, but it's still not a good game. It's still the worst Halo game. So yeah, coming at last place is Halo 5 Guardians. Next is Halo 4. Halo 4 was not as bad as Halo 5, obviously. It's not as bad as Halo 5, but Halo 4, the campaign's boring. It's a very boring campaign. I didn't finish the campaign. It was boring. Disappointing forwards. Okay, especially considering they had Halo Reach's amazing forwards. Then you have Halo 4's forwards. It's complete garbage. Okay, you have no good maps in Halo 4. The multiplayer sucked because it was so unbalanced. Okay, the level it's not the characters. It's kind of like you had a perfect ending and it's decided to continue the story because for some reason you had to continue the story. Okay, Halo 4 not good, obviously. And I still have the steel book for Halo 4 that I have that's basically all like broken, bent up. I don't know how it got bent up. But yeah, Halo 4, another disappointing Halo game. Okay, the net. But this is to be the last negative Halo game. Okay. Halo 4, Halo 5 are the worst games in the series. And that's obvious from this as well. Coming next is, I know this will make a lot of people unhappy, but Halo. But again, all these games are leagues, miles better than the last two games. It's Halo 2. I didn't. Halo 2 is really just based off. I didn't really play Halo 2 that much. I played some of the campaign. I played the Halo 2 Anniversary Forge, which is basically just Halo 2 with prettier looking graphics. It's a pretty good, well made game. Okay, the characters are pretty good. I just haven't gotten around to completing Halo 2, which is the reason why Halo 2 is placed the way it is. So coming at next place is Halo 3 ODST. Halo 3 ODST is pretty good. It has a pretty, again, all the rest of these games are actually all pretty good. Halo 3 ODST has a pretty good campaign, pretty good characters, pretty good, it had introduced Firefight, which was pretty fun. There is no multiplayer to this game, but you can still play split screen co-op. And also you get Halo 3 ODST, you also get all those Halo 3 maps, basically, for free. Basically. Because you get the Halo 3 Mythic Pack as well. I think that came with Halo 3 ODST, or that's on a different disc. But overall, it's still a pretty amazing game. pretty amazing and intriguing story. The only problem with Halo 3 ODST is trying to find all those things scattered throughout New Mombasa. It's very annoying. That's the only real bad part about Halo 3 ODST. Is that all those things scattered throughout the night. You're gonna have to survive brutes. You're gonna have to survive grunts. And also in Halo 3 ODST, you don't have a shield, so you have to look for health pack, which actually just increases the game's challenge as well. And also, they actually made the Magnum better in this game than Halo 3 as well. So yeah, Halo 3 ODST is the next game on the list. So coming in at next place is Halo Infinite. Okay, I'm really talking about the campaign here. The campaign is pretty amazing. The multiplayer. We don't talk about the multiplayer, but yeah, Halo Infinite has a pretty good campaign. It's basically the campaign you have to liberate the ring from the Banished. After Atriox bodies you, and then Master Chief goes around defeating all the Banished and kicking him off but you haven't really fully liberated the ring. Of course, the whole entire ring is there's a whole entire ring. You have to finish. It's the whole thing. But yeah, Halo Infinite has a pretty good campaign. Pain has pretty good leveled areas designed. Again, this game is very similar to many Ubisoft. Practices the Ubisoft formula: clear the towers, clear an area, but it's much more interesting than just clear a random tower. Which is your typical Ubisoft, gameplay design. You have to clear out actual bases. You have to fight waves of enemies in some, and also you have some more linear missions in this game as well, like near the end of the game, the silent cartographer, or or the one we have to fight, or the enemy gauntlet near the end of the game, as well. And also the beginning of the game is also linear as well. But this game is definitely much more open world than any other Halo game. Even more open world than Halo 3 ODST, which is also an open world Halo game, basically. At least at the night of New Mombasa as well. But yeah, Halo Infinite was still a pretty good Halo game as well. Next Halo game is Halo 1. Or Halo Combat Evolved or Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. The first Halo game. So Halo 1 was a pretty good game. It was very revolutionary for its time, especially with its multiplayer. It was very revolutionary. And the characters are all pretty great. But Halo 1 is kind of like the dated Halo game. It's still an amazing game, but it's kind of like dated. Some of the level design in Halo 1 is repetitive, which is the only bad, negative. You repeat certain roles, but instead of fighting the Covenant, you fight the Flood. But the Flood reveal is one of the more scarier reveals in the Halo. Yeah, Halo. That is like one of the scariest reveals. But you also have that one level in Halo 1 that everybody hates. But other than some pretty bad level design and a couple levels, you also have the epic Warhog one. You have the great multiplayer. A lot of the weapons all feel great in this game, and it's just a pretty cool game that started a pretty great game series. So yep, now we have the next game in the series, Halo 3. Halo 3 again is a pretty amazing game. Halo 3 definitely really good graphics. I'm not putting graphics into consideration in this as well, but all the Halo games have pretty good graphics. Yes, even Halo 5. But yeah, Halo 3 has probably one of the best campaigns in the entire Halo series. Also has really great multiplayer, really great enemies to fight, really great weapons, really great characters, really great everything. There's not really many bad things about Halo 3 except for Cortana. Not the character, the level. That level is just a horrible level. It's the worst level in the entire game, which is why it is below Halo Elites because of the level Cortana. Because that level is just not good at all. And yeah, next we have Halo Elites. So Halo Elites is basically Okay, where's Halo Reach? Where is it? This one. Halo Reach is basically a really amazing game. So Halo Reach has the best Forge map in all of Halo. Okay, Forge World, the best Forge map in all of Halo. And the campaign is pretty great with several unique vehicles, enemies, and characters. Pretty good characters like Double Six and his squad. You know, it's pretty emotional when all of them die at the end. And and of course you have pretty great unique enemies. Of course, skirmishes are seen in Halo Infinite, but vehicles like the Revenant, you know, weapons like the Focus Rifle, the custom rifles in Halo 4, but weapons like the Focus Rifle, the Needle Rifle. Yeah, the Needle Rifle is not that great of a weapon compared to the Carbine or the 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 Stalker Rifle in Halo Infinite, but it's still really unique and it hasn't been seen in another Halo game again. You had the Focus Rifle, which hasn't been seen in another Halo game again, as well. And also you had the Plasma Repeater, which also hasn't been seen in another Halo game again. And UNSC weapons are all Halo Elite doesn't really have many bad weapons in the game outside the needle rifle. I don't think most Halo games don't really have that many bad weapons. I'm not talking about Halo 5, but Halo 5 isn't that great of a game, and Halo 4. But we'll ignore those games, they don't exist. Six compared to the. But yeah, this game is the last Halo game that Bungie has made, and it's really they really put everything into it. They put the last hurrah into Halo Reach, and it was a pretty good game. It was a pretty fun experience. Yeah, also you have Firefight as well, and also you have an extremely customizable Forge and Firefight. They had a lot of customizations for that as well. You can really make a character if you really want to. You can make a guy invincible and he never dies in Firefight. Or if you want to, you can make like an extremely challenging game mode that's like impossible. But it's as well. And also as well, you have the enemies in Halo Reach, which some of them haven't been seen in another Halo game until Halo Infinite, like skirmishers. Skirmishers have not been seen in another Halo game until Halo Infinite came out. Where they brought back the skirmishers as well. But also, yeah. And also there's some vehicles that have been brought back, like the Falcon, thank God. And the Revenant, which was a pretty unique vehicle that hasn't been seen since. And yeah. So that is it about the ranking of the Halo games. We did not include Halo Wars 1 and 2 in the ranking because those spin-offs as well. Halo Wars 1 and 2 are still both pretty great games. And are definitely worth playing as well. Yeah, I wanted to include them because they were spin-offs. That's the reason why Halo Wars 1 and 2 are not included, because they're both like that. So yep, that's basically what this video. Goodbye.